I'm Tracy Howerton. I'm the local history librarian at Boone County Public Library's main location. Today we're going to talk about the Loder Diaries. The Loder Diaries are a wonderful historical resource for helping people understand what life was like in a community like Petersburg, which was in the 19th century, 1800s. It really is a snapshot in time of that period. The Loder Diaries are among Boone County's most unique historical resources. Louis Loder was born in Pennsylvania in 1819 and eventually moved to the Boone County area with his family. He married and moved to Petersburg, and he was also Boone County's Justice of the Peace. Petersburg in the 1800s was a very lively community. It's on in the northwest corner of Boone County on the Ohio River. Some people may not know Petersburg had a large distillery. Louis Loder was a bookkeeper for the distillery. He was also an innkeeper and tavern keeper. He moved to a historic home called Whitehall. It's now known as the Loder House in Petersburg. There's a historical marker denoting the Loder House and Louis Loder's importance to the history of Boone County. Loder Diaries begin in 1857 and were written until 1904. There are 8 diaries. They come in various shapes and sizes and weights. And also you can really see the difference in the quality of paper that was used in the diaries. The diaries were donated by a man named E.Y. Chapin, who grew up in Petersburg. He was born in Petersburg in 1865. We don't know what the original bindings of the diaries looked like. Mr. Chapin had the diaries rebound up in Cincinnati in 1949, and we know that because the date and the binder is stamped on the inside of the cover of each diary. The Loder Diaries are a great resource for historical research because they really do let you travel back in time. There's all kinds of content in there. He recorded all sorts of day-to-day events. He recorded river traffic, day-to-day events in Petersburg. He wrote about the distillery. He wrote about incidents happening during the Civil War. And there's just a lot of content there that people can mine and have mined over time. So all 8 diaries are now housed at the Boone County Public Library's main library in our closed stacks area. We've also invested in archival storage boxes and other resources to help ensure that the diaries last an even longer time than they've already existed, and we want to make sure they last into the 21st century and beyond. The diaries are written primarily in pencil, which is great because the pencil holds up well over time, so the fact that they're in pencil is really great. Within the diaries, you'll notice there's some it's called buffered interleaving paper. It's an archival paper. The interleaving paper is there to try to help stabilize the diaries and hopefully keep the paper from deteriorating further. Mr. William Conrad was a local Boone County resident, and he very patiently and carefully transcribed the Loder Diaries and published them in the 1980s. We can pull Mr. Conrad's books out and show those to people, and that keeps us from having to pull out the original diaries. We're also fortunate that the Loder Diaries were converted to microfilm. If library users are interested in accessing the content for the Loder Diaries, they wouldn't necessarily we wouldn't be pulling the original diaries out for them to look at. We would have them look at Mr. Conrad's books or the microfilm or some other indexes that have been created over time. If you're interested in learning more about the Louis Loder Diaries or Petersburg or topics related to that time period, we encourage you to contact the local history department at Boone County Public Library's main location, and we'd be happy to help you out.